What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you with a Hasbro Star Wars Vintage Collection market update. I've got a few, I'd say most of them are early release vintage collection. That's, let's call it 110-ish, 111-ish and below. But I tried to get a nice mix here of unpunched and punched and just kind of give you an idea of what's selling out there. All of these were in the last couple of days. And there were some pretty good deals, actually. I was pretty surprised with the prices on some of these. And, let's go ahead and just dig right in, I think. This is VC09, the foil edition of Boba Fett with the Boba Fett offer. That's one I've been really tracking. I had this one on my watch list, and I thought, my guess when it got listed, that it would sell around $250, and I was pretty much right on the money. I actually considered bidding, but, as you guys saw in my one of my recent videos, I put a lot of money into that blue snaggletooth, so no buying for me for a while. But this one was in absolutely awesome condition. It just looked really pretty much perfect for one of these foils. And it had just one little slight corner on the back of the card in that bottom left corner. You can kind of see just a little bit of wear there, but I mean, otherwise it's a really solid 85 plus or even possibly a 90 condition foil. And it's just so tough to find these. One of the things that I've noticed, and you can see it right here with this one, is that it's got a fingerprint smudge or a scratch or something. That's one of the things that I have a lot of trouble with these foil Ultimate Galactic Hunt vintage collection, is that it's just really hard to find those where the silver racetrack is really clean. And that one, had just very minor handling wear, so it probably put it back down to about an 85 plus, somewhere in there. But that one sold right on the money. It sold at $255 plus shipping, and for me, that would have been closer to $300 with eBay taxes. But a really nice example, I thought, and very fairly priced for what it was. One other Boba Fett in this batch was an unpunched mail-away rocket firing Fett. It looked to be in really great shape overall. It did include the original mailer box, and it was opened, obviously, but the card itself was nice and straight, just really excellent condition, very, very minor edge wear, if any at all. And I put this one's, right in the 85 plus 90 range again. And that one sold for $150. I thought that was a really fair number. I've seen them selling as high as $175, ungraded and, in similar condition. It's not perfect, but it's pretty darn close. So just another data point there for any of you like me who are still looking for that rocket firing Fett. I mean, that was a very fair price and very doable. One of them that I've really noticed has been jumping up a little bit is the Senate Guard from the Attack of the Clones, VC36. It's a really beautiful card back. And I correct me if I'm wrong, but Blacked Out Ewoks alerted me to this. I didn't realize that this was an alternate card back. There is one of the Senate Guard that's a little closer, like it's just his head and helmet. But this further far shot, I think, is the alternate card back, but you guys can correct me in the comments below if I'm incorrect there. But this one was in really excellent condition, really nice, and it sold for $103.50. So that one's been jumping up a little bit. I've seen a few prototype examples of this figure with kind of unpainted body and things like that. So it was really nice. Here's the Power of the Jedi figure that I'm talking about, where I see a lot of the prototypes for that one. But anyway, it had a little bit of card wave at the very bottom there, but overall probably good solid 85 plus condition. And but really nice. Yeah, $103.50 was the sales price on that. I thought that was, that's the first time I've seen one of those sell in the hundreds before, so I just thought it was worth showing. Another one I'd like to pick up just to go with my vintage R5D4s is this one. This one was a nice unpunched example of R5D4. Really great shape overall. And that one sold for $112.32 with free shipping. So, again, I've seen the prices kind of, it's just depending on the figure, but I feel like R5 is one where it doesn't come up terribly often, and when it does, it's either pretty overpriced or it's got a lot of damage to it, or it is punched already. But that one was in great shape for $112.32. I thought that was a pretty decent price, and I guess $100 for a vintage collection going for $100, it's kind of crazy to think about. But given what some of the prices for some of these others have gone for, like this VC54 ARC Trooper Commander, that R5 was a good deal. But this ARC Trooper Commander with the Expanded Universe card, Obviously, we all know that Hasbro announced the Walmart exclusive Clone Wars card backs, and they are really hot. It was another ordering nightmare, of course. I don't know when Hasbro is going to learn their lesson of not handing Walmart or Amazon these store exclusives, or if they do, to put a limit on them, at least for the initial offerings. Put a limit at 2. I don't think it's that hard to do. You see it all the time in the comic universe, comic book world, where they, it's a limit of 2. And I think you need to do that, because all that's happening is the scalpers are going on there when these things go live, and they're ordering 20 of them. I mean, I've seen it, and it's frustrating for collectors. And for those new Clone Wars card backs, they are super hot. I did manage to get mine, but I'll be honest with you, I spent about 4 hours that morning refreshing and just checking and constantly checking before I was able to land a few of them. But anyway, this ARC Trooper Commander, this would look nice with those new ones coming out next spring, and really good shape overall. VC54 sold for $192.50 plus $15 shipping. So $200 is a big number. That's actually quite a bit higher, I think, than what we've seen in some past market updates, where it was closer to 150 to 175. So that was a higher number, but the card back was in excellent condition. I mean, it was really, really nice. And here is VC62 Han Solo, the original issue from, I guess, 2010-ish. And yeah, I mean, pretty nice overall. A little bit of edge wear here and there, but pretty good shape. And that one sold for $92 plus $12 shipping, so a little over $100 again. And there was another Revenge of the Jedi Princess Leia in her slave outfit. This one it had a crease that was very difficult to see. You can kind of see it right there where my cursor is. So be very careful that you really zoom in on these photos, because I don't think that this is worth $200, in my opinion. That's what it sold for, a little over $200 after shipping. And, it had a crease down here in the bottom corner. So, I mean, the seller disclosed it all. This is not me criticizing the seller, but I don't know, man. I just think that number is pretty high for the condition it was in. It's, let's call it 80 condition at best, probably more like 75 plus. But $200 seems like a big number for the shape that one was in. But it's pretty crazy what these Revenge card backs go for. This is one that was in great shape. This one is the Obi-Wan Kenobi on the Phantom Menace card. Really, really excellent shape overall. And here's the back of the card. VC76. I mean, just otherwise, other than some very, very slight edge wear, it was in great shape. That one sold for $117.50 plus shipping. So, probably 125-ish again. This price surprised me. It did. It was the deleted scene Princess Leia in the Sandstorm outfit. But these deleted scene figures seem to be going up, like the Luke with the lightsaber construction and this one. But that was a big number, 120 with free shipping. And that had 25 bids, so that was not a buy it now situation. But it was in really good shape, just minor weight to the card. But wow, that's a big number in my opinion for a fairly, I don't know. I mean, this is my personal opinion. It's not that great of a card back in my opinion. But 120 was the sales price. Another one that I seem to track a lot. I kind of want to get a U.S. card now or not a U.S. card. I want to get a Canadian card for this VC100 Starkiller. I've got the U.S. card already, but this one was in great shape overall. Here's the back. Just some minor edge wear towards the bottom of the Starkiller. That one sold for $228.49. So it had 6 bids plus shipping. That puts you in taxes. That puts you over $250. So that $250 number seems to be kind of, after you factor in shipping and taxes and everything, that seems to be about the right number now for a near mint Starkiller. It's just crazy how much that thing has jumped. This one I was a little surprised it didn't go higher. It appeared to be in good shape. I only gave it a cursory look. We can kind of look closer now, but this Weequay seemed to be going up and up in price, and overall it appears to be in great shape. I didn't look at it that closely because I wasn't serious about it, but it was listed at auction and it only sold for $150, only one bid. So I was surprised. I've seen the Weequay go for $200 and above very regularly, and that was a great pickup. Whoever got that one, that was a very good deal in my opinion for Weequay, just given how much it's jumped over the last year. Finally, we got the 2012 VC11 Leia Bestman outfit, you know, obviously this is one that's been known to be expensive, but it looked to be in pretty fantastic condition, unpunched and just in really nice shape. That one sold for 166, another big number. But you know, I don't really track this one that closely. It's not one I've been looking to pick up, but that's a big number. But you know, if you follow Boss Bounty and a few others, Only One Kenobi, they've mentioned that this one is a pretty expensive one. But I mean, to me, for the same price, or actually for less, I probably would have taken the Weequay. That's my personal opinion, just given how expensive it is. So whoever got that Weequay, I think that was the deal on this for this batch. That was a great deal. That's all I really had. I hope you enjoyed this market look. And you know, the prices seem to be holding pretty steady overall. Nothing too outlandish in terms of closed prices. But we didn't have any Ahsokas in this batch. So thank you again for watching. If you're new, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment below with any recent pickups. I'd love to hear what you're getting. And I'll talk to you soon.